So Suzanne, here we are again, working our way diligently through the Wagner canon. We're not even halfway there. But after your great successes, we can say truly, with Tannhäuser and Lohengrin, here we are at the pinnacle of Wagnerian, the apotheosis of Wagner, really.
Yeah.
So what do you reckon?
What do I reckon? Well, this is unlike either of the Wagners that I've worked on previously. He's at a completely different stage of his development as a composer here. So we're dealing with something that story-wise is so complex. You know, he was influenced by a lot of religions too, and I think in a way Wagner's heading more towards his Buddhist interest actually in this. You know, there is a lot less sense of Christianity over this work than there are in the other works. So that's which I find very interesting. And he's peeled away all the layers of the traditional story of Tristan and Isolde down to the absolute essential. So he could have made it like Lohengrin with a lot of action. And this has
people would like more action.
Well, yes, but it has a different sort of action. It's got a psychological action. What he's interested in is the inner lives of the characters and not the exterior actions. That I find it very, very modern. I mean, it reminds me of a lot of 20th century plays I've worked on, the way it plays with your expectations, because Act 1 is this massive build-up to this event of finally arriving in Cornwall and meeting King Mark. And literally, at the moment when Mark's foot would be about to hit the stage, the curtain comes in and go, no, we're not going to go into this traditional kind of narrative part.
You could always write a curtain, though, Mark. I think the percussionists have to turn up for 5 hours and they play 2 seconds at the end of that triangle and a cymbal crash.
He's an expert at holding it back. You know, it's sort of waiting for Mark instead of waiting for Godot in Act 1.
We're very lucky in this. In the background, we can hear the wonderful Maestro Anthony Negus working on our sailors and shepherds. But we're very fortunate to have secured that. It's amazing, isn't it?
Oh, it's wonderful, and you know, it's wonderful to have somebody. When, you know, relatively, I'm a Wagnerian novice. Yes, I've directed Tannhäuser and I've directed Lohengrin, but to go into the world of Tristan is a whole other thing again. And I found, you know, when I started working on it mid-year, really seriously, this is the beginning of a long relationship with Tristan. You can keep working at it, and Maestro Negus has said to me too, you know, this is his 9th Tristan, and every single time there are more things to find and more depths to uncover, and I can feel that too. It's like this amazing gift for someone who really likes to dig into work though, because you can just keep peeling layers of that onion, you know, get to the core.
And of course, our cast is fortunate. We're lucky to have a great, I think, what will prove to be one of the great Tristans, Neil Cooper. But everyone else is new to the role. So great to have someone with Anthony's real depth of experience to guide them into it. And he's very, he's Chanel. They're very fortunate to have someone with that depth of knowledge to guide us all through this.
Well, you know,
the orchestra having a wonderful time.
The music is, again, in that kind of aspect of layers. The music is so layered, and there are constant references back and forward and in and out, and he's on to every single minute nuance in there, which all, when you can pick up on that detail, makes the work not boring, not long, but riveting, because it's so deeply crafted. It's fascinating.
Well, it took him a long time to get it on, of course, Wagner. Precisely.
But the same way as it obsesses people, it obsessed Wagner. Once he got going on it, he was, you know, he was in the midst of the ring cycle, and he put all of that aside to focus 100% on Tristan. He couldn't put it away.
No, as we all know, amazing life and how he ever got it all out. But he did everything he said he was going to do, including Parsifal. The other great advantage we have these days is being able to use multimedia.
That has been a wonderful thing, and it's become a trademark of these productions. And you know, more and more when I look at Wagner, I see his composition as being the great precursor to film composition. He created such fantastic landscape and atmosphere, and so we had the wonderful opportunity to work with some really, really top-notch Australian video artists who are working in a level of high art, I suppose you're saying, and so it's a perfect marriage between what he's expecting and what these people are able to deliver now. So
we were very proud of our Swan in Love.
Yeah, the Swan was a great innovation.
Said it was the best Swan they've ever seen.
It was a great innovation, a vapour Swan, and
of course in this one we're going very, very heavily into the sea and then the natural world, which sort of degenerates as the opera, as Tristan degenerates in a way.
It becomes a kind of psychological space. It moves from being a realistic-ish space to quite a psychological space at the end, just as we go deeper and deeper into the opera. So the video design takes us there too. And we're working with 2 video designers. So in Lohengrin, where we worked with Yandel Walton and worked on an animation platform, though it didn't look animated like a cartoon, but that was the platform we were using. This time we're working with film, and a wonderful video art filmmaker, Keith Deverell, who's based in Tasmania. They went and shot some fantastic footage on location there, which has been developed into this work. And the thing that's really interesting about Keith's work is he's a macro photographer. So in the same way as Wagner has concentrated on this minute group of characters, Keith is mirroring that in the way that he shot this film in extreme close-up, yet it looks like massive landscapes. So it's very, very interesting and very complementary.
We won't give it away, but at the finish there's something about as macro as you can get.
It's pretty exciting.
It involves NASA.
It's pretty exciting, yeah. as the
whole
world
thing's
explodes.
Pretty exciting, isn't it? We're very fortunate to be working on this.